Pegaboos ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Break.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another tote for Etienne. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. ETN up the middle. And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting a
touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble. Sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A late season breakout at the end of 2021 with the Raiders earned Zay Jones a big deal as part of Jacksonville's spending spree this offseason. And he'll need to keep up that kind of play in order to stand out in a crowded Jags receiving room. First downs like that, an excellent way to continue to earn more opportunities.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Draw play, Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, 46 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try now for Santoso. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
No check. 3. Mustang 19. Check mash. 19, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Lawrence. The pass, and the ball is knocked out. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was Hurts fumbles it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go now.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, smash Bronco! Hat the street! Hat the street!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
60 Bobcat. 19 Wyatt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
18 Riley. Hurt.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
79 Broncos. Back to 60. 7 Pirates. Check contact.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
60 Bison.
Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And some room to work. Shoves him away. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 43 yards. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The throw over the middle, taken in, finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, set.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.